I recently interviewed MB Nell.
Oh, that's dope. Shout out to MB Nell. We got a song together.
You guys have a song?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's
Gang
what I
signs.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's Filipino.
Yeah.
Not Chinese like you, but
Right.
Asian nonetheless. And he's a Crip
Right.
in Stockton. And he talked about a situation where he pulled up to his house with his girlfriend, baby, and parents in the house.
Wow.
And someone pulled up to him and shot up his car 22 times.
Mm.
And how he didn't move after that. How he's still in that same house, still in that same neighborhood.
I've been in that house.
You've been in that house?
Yeah.
Okay. You went out to Stockton?
Yeah.
Okay. When you look at that.
I go everywhere, Vlad.
I got you.
I'm outside, man.
I got you.
All right.
When you look at that situation and you look at his lifestyle, and he's quite a bit younger than you.
Yeah, yeah.
You could probably see some of your old self.
Right, right.
You know, he's going to stick his chest out and he's going to wave his rag around and he's going to talk his shit in his lyrics. And he's, you know, he talks shit about the dudes who shot his car up.
Right.
When you look at that, how do you feel?
I feel like he gotta get the hell out of there. You know what I mean? And that's what I told him. I think that's his goal. That's all of our goals is, you know, to get out of whatever situation that could land us in a worse situation. You know what I'm saying? So him being in the hood like that is like, you know, I think that's why he's working so hard, because he understands that, you know, he eventually he's gonna have to, you know, do some different things, change some different things for, you know, for his family, you know what I'm saying? For his future and his family. So I just look at that and I say, but I think ever since that happened, he's grown a lot too, you know, and I feel like he's still growing. He's young and he's still growing. And I feel like, you know, he got to get up out that house, man.
Yeah, and we talked about this because these were like semi-automatic weapons.
Right.
This wasn't like an Uzi that you just press the button and 22 shots just come out in 2 seconds. Like someone had to be there like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
You ain't got to count
like,
all the way up.
No,
there.
but I'm saying like that's how long someone had to sit there and keep firing a shot
firing.
as neighbors are
And
looking out their
reloading,
window.
too.
Was that?
Oh, 20, how many shots?
22.
All right.
Like to sit there and risk getting caught for that long of a time. Your hatred runs that deep to this person, knowing that like you might go to prison for the rest of your life. You might get the death penalty for doing this. And yet your hatred runs so deep that you're willing to risk all that in order to take this person out.
Right.
Looks like to me, that is an environment that I would not step my foot in.
Right.
At all, ever.
I've been over there. Like I said, I've been to his house. I've been to the neighborhood. And I see how they move. I see how they live. You know what I'm saying?
So he lives in a hot area.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like police is on him. You know, he got ops right down the block, 2 blocks away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, living like that takes a toll on you. Takes a toll on. And after living like, I've lived like that too before. And after living like that, and then seeing like going to, you know, our the other day we had a interview with somebody, my guy Kai, and I went to his house on the hill somewhere, and I looked in the balcony and I looked over like you know that view, and I was like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying, like this is what life is like, you know what I mean, like these are the things that life is about, you know what I'm saying, and living in that space, being constrained to that type of living and life, like it's just. It takes a toll, and you realize how big life is and how you know how different other parts of the world is when you start venturing out and going different places. And I know he's doing that now. So, you know, there's a lot of brothers like that though, man. There's a lot of young brothers out there that just don't really know nothing else but that, right? And their whole life is that, right? And it's sad, you know what I'm saying? And anybody watching this, I encourage y'all to, you know, just step out the box and take a look at different things. And you might be surprised at what you see, you know, what you find.
Well, Bobby Shmurda should be coming home soon.
Bobby Shmurda.
He was supposed to have a hearing by now, but it got pushed back to September something.
Free Bobby, free Rowdy. Yeah. That's the people that we need to. I mean, and I'm not trying to say like, I'm not trying to celebrate this whole gangster thing, right? But what I'm saying is, that's the type of actions that we need to be celebrating, because it's not the action of him doing a crime and him harming people. Not that action, because that's wrong. And he's paying for it. He went to jail. He paid for it, right? Just like anybody else would, right? And he didn't get short time. But just his actions after that, because he knew what he did. He knew that he joined a gang. He knew that he committed crime. He knew that. You know what I'm saying? And he's paying for that. Mm-hmm. He went to jail. He paid for it. He didn't run from jail. He didn't kill himself. He's paying for that, right? He paid his time. He did his time. But the actions of him not snitching on Rowdy, or him taking less time and
he took more time, so Rowdy Rebel could get less time.
Right. So him doing that, that's the shit we need to celebrate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Him holding strong, and him making sure that all of his people, we started together, we end together, and nobody's telling, like, that right there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the crime is wrong, and all of them are serving their time for it, and they've been punished, right? So I'm not trying to big up the crime. I'm not trying to make the crime. I'm just talking about the actions after it, that they stuck to the what they agreed to do that life. They agreed to be a gang member. They agreed to commit the crime, and they knew that those crimes would come with one day would come with repercussions, and they took those repercussions like men. And as men, when we make decisions, we have to carry out those decisions like men, and not crawl out of it like fucking, like cowards. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if we're strong enough to make a decision to do something, then we should be strong enough for the repercussions and take that. So I think what those men right there did are commendable, and they deserve every opportunity that they are going to get when they come home. And I wish that they would get all the opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I've interviewed him before.
From what I understand, you could have gotten a shorter sentence, but you took a slightly longer one because Rowdy Rebel would have gotten a longer one. So can you explain to me, like, kind of the details of what happened?
So on regular shit, we got the court. They try to offer me some time, and they offer a little more time, so they gonna cut some time off his shit, and that was it. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
We talked about that whole case about how he took extra time.
And free P Gutter, man. Free P Gutter.
P Gutter.
P Gutter is a part of the GS9.
Oh, he is. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that whole crew got hemmed up, and they're a big influence on, like, the Pop Smokes of the world, the 5EO4ins, the Sosa Geeks, all these guys, the Brooklyn Drill movement and so forth. They kind of started with those guys,
right?
And these other guys are now carrying the torch. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. He had an immense impact on that also. They actually... You
said they're not carrying the torch?
No, they are carrying the torch.
Oh, I was about to say.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, they are carrying the torch. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
They're carrying the torch.